What if everything we know about Diddy's rise to power and his dark side was all wrong? We all know him as the music mogul, the entrepreneur, the flashy celebrity who's rubbed elbows with the world's elite. But there's a side to Diddy that's far darker than most would dare imagine, and it might have everything to do with the woman who raised him, his mother, Janice Combs. Some new, shocking details have just surfaced, painting a very different picture of the Combs family. Could Diddy's alleged disturbing behavior be traced back to his upbringing? And how deep does Janice's role in all of this really go? For years, Diddy has been at the center of rumors involving his violent temper and dark, criminal side. From accusations of physical abuse to unsettling reports about his sexual exploits, fans have been struggling to piece together the truth. But one thing is clear, Diddy's past is far from spotless, and his image doesn't quite match the real story. While many have brushed off the claims, a new layer of the story is unfolding, and it all seems to lead back to his mother. Janice Combs, his biggest defender, has been unwavering in her support of Diddy. Even in the face of damning evidence, like the infamous hotel surveillance footage showing Diddy's violent behavior toward his ex-girlfriend, Janice stood by him, claiming her son was misunderstood. But when you dig deeper into her history, things start to get a lot more complicated. On the surface, Janice seems like a loving mother, doing her best to raise her two children in the face of adversity. She raised Diddy and his sister, giving them a good life despite being a single mom. She even put them through private school, something that's not easy on a teacher's assistant salary, unless there's more to her story than she lets on. Rumors have swirled for years about Janice's involvement in a much darker world, one filled with high-powered men and underground parties. Some insiders are now claiming that she wasn't just an ordinary mom, but that she was actively involved in shady activities to maintain her family's lavish lifestyle. Could she have been a madam, helping wealthy men find women for their wild parties? The rumors, once unconfirmed, are now being backed by those close to Diddy's past, making this a chilling possibility. And then there are the notorious freak-off parties. If you've heard the whispers, you know what we're talking about. These parties weren't just your average celebrity get-together. They were known for their wild, debauched atmosphere, filled with drugs, alcohol, and anything else you can imagine. What's even more unsettling is that Janice was reportedly present at many of these events. Attending your son's party is one thing, but attending a party with such a dark reputation? That raises some serious questions. Some have even speculated that she wasn't just a passive observer. She might have been the one who introduced Diddy to this lifestyle in the first place. After all, who else could have influenced him so deeply at such a young age? Rumors about Janice's past are wild and deeply disturbing. Allegations suggest she may have worked as a madam, orchestrating these wild parties where rich men could indulge in their most secretive desires. How else could she afford the luxurious lifestyle she led, sending her kids to private schools and living in a lavish home? While these claims were once dismissed as baseless gossip, more and more insiders are coming forward, confirming that Janice was not just an innocent bystander in her son's life. Some even claim that she actively participated in the strange, disturbing world Diddy immersed himself in, helping recruit women for these parties. The lines between what's normal and what's creepy are quickly blurring, especially when you hear the first-hand accounts of what really went on behind closed doors. Growing up in the Combs household wasn't exactly typical. Multiple reports claim that Diddy and his sister were exposed to chaotic scenes at a young age. Alcohol, drugs, and illicit activities were all around them. People close to the family say it wasn't uncommon to walk into a room and find adults engaged in explicit acts, often without regard for the children's presence. One of Diddy's childhood friends, Tim Dog Patterson, recalls just how desensitizing it all was. He admits that, as a child, he wasn't fully aware of the impact, but looking back, it's clear that these early experiences shaped Diddy into the man he became. Was this upbringing the catalyst for Diddy's later behavior, or just a glimpse into a much darker side of his family that we've yet to fully understand? Perhaps the most telling accounts come from people who were closest to Diddy. Kim Porter's ex, for example, once revealed that Porter confided in him, warning him that Diddy had a dark soul. Porter allegedly feared for her own safety and begged her ex to promise that he wouldn't reveal her fears, even going as far as saying that he could be killed if he got involved. This dark side of Diddy isn't just something his exes talk about. It's a theme that runs through his career and personal life. Even an anonymous former employee of Bad Boy Records claims that it was nearly impossible to attend one of Diddy's parties without it turning into a freak show. The allegations paint a picture of a man whose power and influence have been built on more than just his music empire. There's something far more sinister lurking beneath the surface. So, what's the real story behind Diddy's rise to power and the behavior that's shocked so many? Is it possible that his mother, Janice, was more involved than we thought? Maybe even the mastermind behind some of his darkest actions? As more people come forward with shocking revelations, we can't help but wonder, could Diddy's disturbing behavior be a result of his upbringing, or is there something even darker we haven't uncovered yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Janice had a hand in shaping the man Diddy became? And if you're intrigued, don't miss our next video, where we dive even deeper into the Combs family secrets.